We know that the sun had unleashed a whole lot of solar flares, some powerful X flares just in the past few days. But really, why is there an alien showing up in one of the solar flares you all know? Come on now. That really does. It looks like the top half of an alien. And when I inverted it, it really did. Its eyes were like in that spot too. They fit perfect with the inverted mode too. You all, what is going on? Why is there a an alien appearing to come out of the sun? And could you imagine what a giant, what a giant that alien must be? You all really, and it's not like a little green man. They say there's little green men, but what if extraterrestrials have the ability to literally make themselves appear larger than life itself, larger than Earth itself? I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that. Really, they can project their image like that to make their presence known. But look at these powerful flares that came out from a different point of view. We did document it coming out of the SDO 304. And of course, this product right here is like 2.5 days behind. You can see how powerful that one solar flare was. It created such a big round ball coming out. Kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z is what it kind of reminds me of, coming out of that sun. How he can take his hand and you get that energy and form that great big ball, and then poof, there it goes, you all. Let's go and look at that. Let me come over here right now. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this up on my cell phone, you all. So there really does. It look like a face of an alien on here. Let me make it a tad bit bigger so you can see this. Let's make it bigger. It's almost as big as this one. Can you all see it? Let's look at this for a moment. The face is right there beneath me. The face of an extraterrestrial. And it really does look like a face directly underneath me coming out of that solar flare. It's wild. It really is wild. That's why I put this depiction, this little bitty picture right here to use as a visual with the eyes so you can see. Oh, it kind of matches it too. It really does, you all. Being an extraterrestrial being. I don't think it's from Earth. I really don't, but that was a powerful. And then look at this one over here. Look how powerful this solar flare is that came out. This was like maybe the X 1.9 coming out right here. It was a whammy, and we did looked at it, and it had a large bar like going straight up in the air when it erupted. And the same thing with this one over here, like when this part over here erupted, it too had like a strong bar that went up. When I say bar, it's like a great big beam of light coming straight from the center going through the top, and sometimes going down a tad bit, you all. But we got a face of an extraterrestrial being coming out of this solar flare, and you can see a ring around it too. You can. If you look close enough, there is a ring that goes just like this around this being right here. Just like that. And it's pretty wild. It's so wild. Let me come over here. Let me shrink this down a little bit. And just a tad bit more so we can go look at that, because it looks really cool in motion if you are to look at it. It's really cool watching it erupt. Let me do this, you all. Hello and welcome. Let's come over here so you can see it right here. We've got it right here. Look at that. Right there in the center. An eye, and then the ring. And then the ring. So let's, and it's not the ring of doom. Let me put this to me, because I'm going to push the button. We're going to see it, and we're going to watch it erupt. I think I have went back 300 frames. That's as far as we went back. I've got to let it quit blinking before I come over here, you all. I haven't even made it over here. I got myself so distracted. That's okay. We can look at the solar flare. Yes, we can, because it's really neat. Hello, Applebrooks. It is kind of crazy looking, but it's kind of wild looking. Okay, we are over here now. Let's look at this. Oopsie, Gina, honey. Let's look at this, you all. Watch it. So this is on the 8th. You can see some activity taking place, and you can also see some UFOs flying around, and it's not just ships or anything like that. I mean, it's not just beams of light. I feel like I got something in my right eye, and wow, see how powerful those blasts were? They were extremely powerful. You wait for them to come up, and I think they happened on the 11th. Well, they were supposed to happen. We had some flares happening on the 9th and the 10th and the 11th. Look at all the activity running around. Get ready for it, you all. Boom, at the top and then at the bottom. That's how it happened. We don't got any more data on it because we're not privy to it, you all. We're not. So when you see like this right here, they're like ships flying around too. Those are. And of course, this is the docking station that's next to the sun. At one period of time, this opening right here on the sun, it was all the way rotated on this side, and the docking station followed its opening on that side. And then all of a sudden, it ended up on this side. There are times when the opening of this sun, it rotates back like that, and then this will disappear at times, and then it rotates right back. So let's get this going, you all. We can, oh, Gina, honey, you waited too long. You all, I waited too long. I talked too much. And now we got to wait for it to quit its blinking because I was too busy talking. That's right. Hello there, Talana. We got to wait, you all. Just think if the blinking could help our eyesight, that'd be great. Instead of hurt our eyesight, but that's all right, you all. We can do it. We're gonna look at it. Let me see if I can drag it. Look up here at these. Look at this. That right up there at the top, you can see it. Big old beam of light. Massive, massive light. You know what this reminds me of? This is the same width of those lights coming down on the FAA webcam in the green background of the sky, shining down on the earth. They're about this diameter right here, you all. Right like that. If you remember seeing some of those on the FAA webcam. Okay, look at this one coming out on the 8th. And it's pretty powerful right there, coming out on the 8th. Then we're over here on the 9th. Let me get this going, you all. I hope you can see it. We have, we have a small one coming out right here. It looked like a face of an alien. And I don't mean to say it in a derogatory way. It's, that's what people will say. They'll refer to it as an extraterrestrial or something like that. You can see up here close, this other one is getting ready to explode like a big volcano. That's what it's going to do, explode like a big volcano. See, there's more coming out too. Some more. Sometimes I think that's ships coming out. And I was going to look at one of the photos, the footages. Look how fast that UFO, look. They are curved. These right here are the curved shape UFO flying things up there. And they're kind of like a U shape, but they're not all the way like completely U shape as they go. I think I did it again, you all. Okay, I see another beam of light. It's the same width. It's from right here to right here, the same width that we see in the Colorado on the FAA webcam and some other areas too. Look how this one area, okay, they look like they gathered themselves together up here and formed one. Did this area right here get dark all of a sudden? Okay, you remember when we saw the shadow come across the sun? Do you remember that? And there was some kind of darkness that was being displayed, like some kind of residual darkness when that great big shadow or whatever it was came across the sun. You can see like here's some remnants right here. Okay, we're going to get ready. We're going to get to it, you all. Now I got to put it back to me because I've talked too much, and now it's got to reload itself because of it, you all. You're just going to have some patience. I need to take that advice myself, you all. I really do, in certain situations in life. And I think we all could say it. We all could say it. We have our patience tested. And let's hope we pass the test. Let's hope we pass the test, you all. That's okay. So we can see this coming out. Okay, you can see like flares coming out all over the sun. And this is like a side angle. Look at the UFOs that are flying across. They're going fast. All right, so we got to get closer and closer and closer. I can also set this to where you can just watch the eruption. Look how it comes out, y'all. Look at there at the top. Boom. And as it goes up, look at that. It looks like boom. So you can see the face of it. You see the face of the being inside you. That is literally undeniable. The eye, the head, the face of the being come out of the sky. It looks really cool. I'll show you as it goes a little bit further. Look at the shape of this now. Look what it looks like. It's a round circle like right here. It doesn't look like a normal solar flare to me whatsoever. It doesn't feel like a normal solar flare. And then, boom, you have this massive monster one coming out. Look at that. Look how massive it is. Just like that, you all. Let's watch this one come out if we can. If this would let us, let me come over here and bring us open again. Maybe we'll get to see it come out. If they've got enough footage. Okay, yeah, we might be able to get to see it. No, they haven't updated it. It's kind of a bummer, but we're going to look at it going out anyhow. Let's do 20 and maybe, I don't know, 25 frames. We'll get some of it. Yeah, this is good enough, you all. You can see it coming out just like this, right out of the sun. And those are powerful eruptions. And look, that docking station wasn't even a bit phased. It didn't move or anything. Doesn't that strange? You can see it setting there. And I can see one thing I did notice with the docking station, when it slowed down some. Let me see if I can do this, make this really big. Let me do this. There's only as high as we can go is like 500. You can see, which is really neat, if I can get it a little bit more. That's 400. I don't know how it's going to look on your end. You might say, Gina, honey, that's way too massive. I wanted to see if you could see that these right here, there's constant movement that is occurring. It's like the one area of the sun. You know what I'm talking about? They have the one sun product where it has the little cubes constantly moving around like a Tetrix. And if these were not so bright, let me see if I can do something about that. Let's shrink this down. I might be able to do something about it. I really might. Let me move this over here. Let me do a window capture because I just might be able to do something about that. Mess with the filter on here for you. Okay, can you all see it? I want to make sure you can see it because if I can do something to this filter, let me try it, you all. Let me see if I can put a filter on this and maybe try to bring this out some more. If I can, I'm going to try. There's bound to be a way. Let me move it over like this. Well, I'll just leave it like that. That's plenty enough room. So I can see if we can bring out something more on here to where you might be able to see some more movement. Let's see, that's not it. There's people who are really good at doing this stuff. They really are. They're good at photoshopping and stuff like that. Okay. You can kind of see it moving around just a little bit. Let me see. Wish I could get this better. It's really hard to do, especially when you don't know what you're doing. To kind of bring this out in I can make it totally disappear, perhaps, but that's not going to do us any good. I know that there's a way to bring that whole entire shape out. And I worked really hard to get it out, to get those ships out the one time I did where you could see the ships. Oh, it took me hours to figure out how to do that. And it was not easy whatsoever. But this right here, I know that these are constantly moving in there. They really are. They're constantly moving. But to be able to... this has got just a if I could do that. See, obviously that's not working, but you know that that's moving. It's affecting this stuff down here. You have to mess with this stuff. Now it's all cartoony, you all. Gina, honey, will you please quit messing with that? You're supposed to be talking about the solar flares. I know I am, you all. Trying to see if I could get that to come out any more than it was. And I'm really not that good at getting that to come out. But it is, oh, my eye, my right eye. Like somebody poked something in my right eye. Really, I really do feel like something did it. Somebody did it, poked it in my right eye. And it doesn't feel too pleasant. It doesn't. Let's look up here. Well, you can kind of see it better right there itself. Let me put this back to the screen. You can see it better like that. And let me put this back to me. Let me get that window capture off of there because I don't want to look at it. I don't. But we got some powerful solar flares on this particular product, and they're not seeming to face this docking station one single bit. It looks like a faucet. You mean a faucet? A faucet doesn't look like a faucet. Let's go back and see if we can 300 frames back what we can see. This is, let's wait. Oh, Gina, honey, you I don't want to look at that right now because I got it going blinking. Oh, a rocket. Okay. That's okay. That's okay, Glenn. I needed a good giggle. That's okay. That is quite all right. It's cute. It really is cute. It's cute. It really is. We should just call it. We should just call it a pocket from now on. Oh my goodness! I want you to look here at the bottom part. See how this thing is constantly. This is constantly, it is constantly blinking, really. There is some kind of mechanism inside this disc area, there is. Some kind of mechanism that's inside of there. I am so thirsty. I really am real thirsty. And I want some water, but I don't have no cold water up here. Oh my. That's okay. You all, let me turn this back to me because that's going to start blinking again. And oh yeah, it's got a lot of activity going on to it right now, so we can be able to look it up. That's right. Thank you, Glenn. That's so nice of you. That's okay. You can have big fingers. It's all right. It's perfectly fine. Oh, it doesn't want us to look at it. Do you know that it wants to blink? Because it doesn't want us to look at it. So I had to push this back to me. It won't stop blinking. The sun is literally flashing. If we can get over there, and if they would quit flashing it, we would get to see it flash. But it won't quit flashing. We had to wait a minute, you all. When I say it's flashing like a light bulb flashing, trying to go out. It's not stopping. I'm going to let it go, finish this one round, and you'll be able to see the blinking that it's doing. It's wild. Something's happening with the sun, and that is serious. This is serious. See, look at that. Can you see it? It's blinking. Watch it, you all. This is wild. We got the flashing that's going on at the bottom, but see it? What's happening with it? Is the sun dying? Is the sun dying? Because I think I read a long time ago, it's been a couple years ago, they were talking as if our sun was dying. Watch it. It's, see, that's not normal. That really isn't normal at all. because it's blinking. And it's not just doing the blinking down here. There's something, it's like the sun is shorting out. And that's what it does in the sky. You know, when you're looking in the sky and you look at the sun on a webcam and it's blinking like that, you're thinking, okay, well, something's not right with the sun. It is flickering like a light bulb. That's right. And if that light bulb goes out, we're going to be freezing to death. And there goes photosynthesis. You know, here's what I read once. It wasn't once. It was a little while back, a few days ago. It was talking about, oh my goodness. It doesn't want me to say what I'm going to say. It doesn't want me to say what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it. This was talking about, when I read this is species. Advanced AI species that was getting their energy from the sun. That's where they got all their energy, an advanced species of AI. And this was way in the future that this was told about. And they said, you know, on Earth you think it's 1999, but it's not really 1999. Or you think it's the year 2000 whatever. It's really the year 1999 or something like that. I don't know where I read it at, but it's a few nights ago. But the AI took over the Earth. They did. They took over the Earth. And they were using the humans for human batteries. And they were getting their energy and their stuff from the sun. And the militaries of the world were trying to stop it. And it was sometime in the future. And they had a plan that they were going to take the sun out. And they knew when they did, like hide the sun, they knew when they did that it would cause mass extinction on the earth. But they were weighing the consequences because AI had completely taken over the whole entire earth and it was in total control. And the sun was giving its energy. And they were trying to come back in time and figure out a way to stop the advancement of it. Because in the future, it had already taken over. That's what I read. My nose is itching. Lee Dimeo coffee, that's precisely what has been going on. You lived in Atlantis, and that is why we sank. Why did you sink, Sassy Cindy? In Atlantis. Hello, you all. The sun is flashing. Yeah, and the leaders of the world had a choice to make because they were all going to go extinct anyhow because AI had complete control. We were from the future fixing the past and back to the future. We are the energy they've been consuming, yes. And this was, where on earth did I see that? I think I saw that in some kind of science, in some kind of scientific writing or something. Not fictional or nothing. This was, they were really trying to figure out how to stop them, stop the advancement of them. You didn't have a soul in Atlanta. They are in the center of the earth. Yeah. So this sun right here blinking, let's see if it's continuing its blinking if we go back 300 more. If you're just tuning in, there's been some solar flares happening with the sun, and there was an alien-like face in the sun. And the sun is blinking like a light bulb going out. And you know, when you look at any Wow, now this is a massive solar flare coming up too, more massive than the ball of like Dragon Ball Z flare that came out. The sun was flashing as if it's going out. Now we went back to the 1st of January, and look at that. That's a monster of a flare. See it? It's something's going on with the sun. It won't quit flashing. And remember how we've done some videos that they were firing rockets or firing something at the sun, remember? And sometimes we did a video where, like said, they detonated something inside the sun. They detonated something inside the sun. It's really like the sun is under attack. They're trying to blow up the sun, but really what's behind this sun right here? And why is this constant, if you look right here, why is this constant blinking right here? It's like there's some kind of a device in here. And look at this, this is like a big furnace pumping out energy right here. It really is. It doesn't seem real when you look at it like this. And why does it have all these rings on it like a record? But it's blinking, it's blinking, it's blinking. Those 4 Earths are huge. Oh, they're massive. And look at the sun. What did they say? If we had an extinction level event from a big solar flare, it's so powerful it caused the graphics to go haywire. That was one powerful amount of energy coming from the sun, you all. It really was. It just caused a defect. It caused the graphics on this to go haywire because it's so powerful. This is from the 1st, right here. Oh my goodness. We've been going back, is what we've been doing. We've been going back, and you can see the sun having massive eruptions. The thing that gets me is the sun. When it does this stuff, you know, you have also, oh my gosh. Does you see that face right there? This actually, first I saw it looked like an eye and a mouth right here coming out of that sun. Oh, wow. That is massive. Coming out of the sun. It kind of matches the, right there, look at that, you all. Remember how we showed the one video, he is angry. And there was a face inside the sun. Ooh, this looked like a real person's face, you all. A real person's face. Right there. Let me see if I can find the thing where it says he is angry. Let me see if I can find it. He is angry. I don't know how far back I have to go, but I did a video on it with him being angry. And that's all I could say. And I may not be able to find it. No, I'm not going to be able to find it. So I'm not going to waste my time on here trying to find it. But I know it's probably over here on the YouTube. If I go to my channel and find he is angry. He is angry. It's this video right here. Let me click into it. Let me click into it, you all. Right here. This face right here coming out of the sun. You see it? He's angry. This was 2 months ago. Right here. So we got this face. He's angry. And now we've got, where are we at? We've got this face right here, and he looks kind of angry too, coming out of that sun. And he's coming out. That's on the 3rd of January. He's angry. Let me push this back to me and push the button. 'Cause he did. He looked kind of angry. You know, there are entities out there. There is a spiritual realm, and for those who may not know it, yeah. Okay, we can come back to it. Let's watch him coming out. Let's watch him. Not to mention there's like UFOs coming out all over it. There he comes, right there you are. And he's turning his face. Oh, wow. Look like an eyeball. Look at this, y'all. Let's make it big. Can you see it? Like that. It's really angry coming out of the sun. His face is so angry. And where did he go? Where did he go, you all? He came out of the sun, and where did he... Is that Earth facing? Is that Earth facing is what I'm wondering. Is it Earth facing? It could be. It looks like the face in the cloud in your dream that roared at you. Oh, happy Friday to you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you all. It looks like he's got hair too. What if we stuck that into, see if we could see anything right here. We may not see anything in here. It may just be just like, you know, nothing. I know you can see his face. You can see his eye. You can see it. That is the grayscale. Okay, so it don't look that bad right now, but then it looks like there's something up here spitting his stuff out of its mouth. So that doesn't look too bad right there, you all. Okay, so we can't even see it right there, so that's good. It's only able to see at the one part, so that's great. Only that part. So he's not showing up in all the realms. He's not showing up in all the realms at all. It's just that one right there. So perhaps maybe that energy didn't cross over into all the realms. Let's go back to this right here. See how far back this stuff can go. You was lucky to ever, you looked up before you seen the sun flashing. Yes, the sun, there's something going on with the sun. And you can see it on lots of webcams, the blinking, the constant blinking of the sun. And it's bound to make somebody think, okay, what is happening with that sun? Is that why they've... Well, and even like when they came back from the future, they wanted to, they had to have artificial sun because they didn't want, they didn't want the whole Earth to die, so they had these artificial suns they put up in the sky in a different part of the Earth because the one part of the Earth, the AI had taken completely over. I don't even know where I read it. I have no idea at all. I didn't know. But they weren't all humans. They had already made their own life form, and the remaining humans they were just trying to use for I don't know, electricity. The movement of the human body, they harnessed the movement. You had to keep moving if you was a human so that the technology could live inside your body. The AI. Yeah, it does look like a CD. And you can see lots and lots of stuff on it. You can also see something like spreading out up here at the top, like something is rotating. If you were to watch this, there's like light inside of it that rotates. So there was solar flare. There was massive solar flares that came out of the sun. And the sun is blinking. And there's like an alien, little alien face in the sun is what there is. A teeny tiny alien face. And it looked like this alien right here saying hello, but I don't know if it was saying hello. It looks like they're looking at us, is what it looks like. Looking at us out of the coronal flares. And it's not too far to think that they could cast their image like that with their technology, because they're so advanced. So I am going to go, you all. I am. Hello there, T. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and please give this video a thumbs up, though it's probably not going to matter. And please hit that subscribe button, though it probably will not matter. I'm just being quite honest. It probably will not matter, because they will not give me no subscribers either. In fact, they take them away, you all. Whether you give me a thumbs up, whether you hit the subscribe, they tweaking everything because they want to shut me down. I'm not going nowhere until it's my time. Really, I'm not. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thank you all for watching. And it really does look like there's like gigantic beings coming out of the sun. There's spirits. There's spirits everywhere. The spiritual realm is very active, just like the human realm is very active. Love you.